What's up, Pisces? Welcome to your December 2018 reading. This is going to be perfect for you if you are a Pisces sun, moon, rising, or Venus. I want to remind you I am going to be doing a love reading as well, so please check that out because that might help with this message or vice versa. You know, with my general readings, my intention is never to read for love, but I do find that I read a lot for love more than anything. So a lot of times those readings kind of go hand in hand. It's almost like you get 2 love readings a month. Okay, cool. Also, I wanted to thank you guys, all of you guys who've showed support throughout this almost a year. It'll be a year in January for me that I've been here on this channel. And those of you guys who have stopped in, you know, tuned in to whatever I have to say, even if it's for like 30 seconds, those of you who guys have like pressed the like button, shared, subscribed, left nice comments, I hella appreciate you guys, right? And I just want you guys to know that. And yeah, this is general. Remember that. It does not have anybody's name on it. So please look at your other signs if something does not resonate, okay? And I hope that this message finds you all well, okay? So Pisces. This is interesting for me to look at. You guys have 3 major arcana in this spread. You've got the Tower, which is in the past. You've got the Hangman, which is present with the 5 of Cups. We'll get into that. And then you've got the Emperor. Lots of change. You guys could be coming out of a situation there is lots of change, and behind that change could have been some deep disappointment. Maybe some of you guys went through some breakups. Yeah, but I feel like this is really a time where you guys especially are going to want to go deep within, look at things from a different perspective, trying to gain clarity, try to make sure that through whatever things have happened in the past, you're not just crying about it, you're actually taking the lessons and moving forward in the future so that, you know, things could be a little bit easier and flowing that way, right? And it's interesting because I pulled an animal spirit card and you guys got the Cobra. The Cobra. This is fire energy. And we are in Sagittarius season right now. But the Cobra energy is really energy. First of all, whenever I think of snakes in general, it's, you know, I know they're not highly favored at all. Most people don't like snakes, especially if you're religious. Everybody thinks they're demonic, and that's fine. I'm not a fan either like that. But the beautiful thing to me about snakes in general is, what do? They shed their skin, right? There is this energy of rebirth that they have, right? They are able to shed their old ways, shed their skin. Now with the Cobra is always like that inner teacher, that inner wisdom. So again, if you guys are feeling a bit stuck, if you guys are feeling a bit depressed, if you guys are feeling a bit sad, if you guys are feeling a bit anxious, it's really important that you're going within this month so that you're able to get all the lessons of why this had to happen, why that had to happen. And then so you guys don't repeat the same cycles type thing, right? Definitely about inner wisdom, definitely about pausing, taking a look at things differently, right? We all know the Cobra is one of the deadliest, most dangerous fucking animals in the world, right? So they, at the end of the day, aren't one to be fucked with. But, you know, it's before that pounce, before we do all that, it's really going within and pausing and really paying attention to that wisdom that we've gained, really, you know, taking heed to the lessons and being able to shed the old, right? So I feel like that is what you guys are really going through. Now, to start off, you guys, at the bottom of the deck, the unseen energy is 3 of Swords. So I feel like there was disappointment. Some of you guys might be still feeling this disappointment right now. It could be based around other people just always giving you a hard time, always having some shit to say, always trying to argue. Could be a fire sign, right? Definitely could be a fire sign because underneath that, we've got the Queen of Wands. So if you've been feuding with a fire sign person, whether it be romantic, whether it be your boss, your mom, your whatever, I do sense that there was maybe some disappointment around that for some of you. Now, where you guys start off is the Five of Cups with the Hanged Man. Hangman energy. Well, let's start Five of Cups energy. Five of Cups energy is all about crying over spilled milk, right? It's all about looking at the past and just being sad about it, sulking over it, right? Not realizing that there's so much opportunity and there's other things if you just turn around and look, right? Being so stuck in your feelings that you are just stuck to the point of paralysis where you can't move, right? And you can't move. You've got the Hangman as well. But the Hangman also indicates that we're not moving for a purpose. Again, going back to that Cobra card with the pause, it's important right now that you're pausing right now. There are lessons and things that needed to be learned, truths that needed to come out, whether it be on your end or another person's end. And it's going to call for you to, again, instead of sulking over the past and feeling sad and miserable and throwing this kind of pity party for yourself, it's going to be important for you to look at the thing, whatever it is, look at the situation um, from a different perspective so that you can gain clarity and compassion and have empathy over this situation, whatever it is, right? Could be work, could be relationships. Thing is, you're so focused on these three cups. They're spilled. They're gone. They're gone. Like, they're gone. But there's other cups. And not only are there other cups, there's that bridge in the back. For me, indicating that there's a way to get to where you want to go. There's a way to get to the other side. The other side, you know, the happiness, right? But it feels like this change has really rocked your boat, whatever, right? Because fives in tarot indicate like a change, right? It's all about change, and change can be very uncomfortable. But during this time, while things feel a little uncomfortable, it's going to be really important that you are able to look at things from a different perspective, right? And I feel like you guys right now, especially during Mercury being retrograde, this is a time for that. It's really that time about going back, reflecting, revisiting things, um, all of that, right? And having compassion this time around and looking at things with a different lens, so that you can get different information and move forward in your life abundantly. Okay. Now, above that, we've got the Eight of Wands, which is all about quick. This is quick energy. This is speed. This is fast communication. This is travel, right? Um, this is long distance communication. It's funny. It's making me automatically look at this Tower card. So the Tower card was what's in the past. So something could have quickly changed for you, right? Especially with that Eight of Wands and this Tower. Because the Tower is all about radical change. It's all about shit hitting the fan. It's all about wiping away the things that no longer serve us so that we can, build again the right way, because the foundations in the first place were faulty and fucked up. Now, if you are a Pisces that's on the cusp of Aquarius, I absolutely encourage you to watch their video because they did get the Tower. They got the Tower in their love video. So if you are dealing with an Aquarius in a love situation, or if you like are a cuspy, watch that, okay? And the message for them was to let the Tower fall. And I feel like it's really no different with you. Let this Tower fall. It came in the first place because there were things that you didn't handle, right? Before the Tower hits, like, God gives us an opportunity to fix our own shit. But when we're so committed to overlooking things or not making things a priority or not understanding somebody or whatever, and that's when universe comes in and it's like, okay, well, you're not going to do it, so boom, let me knock this over for you. This shit is whack. You know what I mean? This is not working. This is not working for you. Now, the root, you have the Seven of Cups. So it speaks of options, absolutely. But it also speaks of having your head a little bit in the clouds, maybe having some unrealistic expectations of things and people and places. Now, Pisces, I love you guys. However, one of the drawbacks of the Pisces personality is that sense of avoidance you guys will do. You will literally skip out on reality, go in your head, and be somewhere the fuck off in Wonderland, right? Where nobody can find you. And I mean, that works for you guys, right? But for people surrounding you, that can be very problematic, because that can read in different ways of maybe, you don't care, you're not present, you're not attentive, you're not whatever. And this can play out in many different ways. It can play out in your personal relationships, but it can also play out in your job too, right? In your business, how you do things. Um, there is a need to stay present. And there's a need to, I'm almost looking at these cups right now in this reading as vices. Each cup is a different vice, right? And instead of, when you feel hurt or you feel stuck with this hangman energy, instead of going and drinking or smoking or fucking or, doing all that, I think what is important for you guys is to actually stare the thing down in the face and look at it. And look at it from a new set of eyes. Not the eyes where you're feeling sorry for yourself and crying about it. Not these eyes, right? But look at it from a different perspective. That's really going to be important for you guys. The tower came and crashed. Something crashed, right? And it's important that it's so important moving forward that you find the lessons and why, so you guys don't repeat the same pattern. Like, I know I've already said that, but it keeps coming up to me strong, and I know it's for a reason. Like, you guys really need to hear that. It's so important. So important. Because if you look at the hangman, happiness is just on the other side. The sun is right behind him. Clarity is right behind him if you just turn around, right? And all that purple indicates, your crown chakra. So getting messages from a higher power, really going within and be patient with yourself though. I'm not saying give yourself a hard time, but it's going to be important that you guys, instead of going to this thing where you avoid a problem and you kind of go into these clouds where we can't find you, that you sit in the pain dead on so that you can come out of it and come out of it better. Okay? Now, you've got the Emperor energy, which is in the near future, which is really good because this indicates taking control of your own life, right? This indicates you being in the driver's seat, per se. The Emperor fucking rules everything. He is the boss. He is the father of the tarot, right? This is also Aries energy. You can be dealing with an Aries person. And I say that too because you do have Six of Cups in your environment, and maybe something happened with you and an Aries person, a past love person, someone that you viewed as a soulmate, or they viewed you as a soulmate, and shit went crashing down. That could be the case. But overall, the energy for me is you guys really stepping into your power of Emperor. Once you gain perspective on why things had to happen the way they did, right? And once you accept that and feel comfortable with that, as comfortable as you can. Change is not easy, but things are changing every day. So, like, you just gotta know. That's just kind of what it is. Now, in the hopes and fears, I think you guys are. Some of you you just want your happiness, right? I feel like a lot of you guys are just trying to find your happiness independently of another person, independently of like another situation, like just unconditionally, right? Happiness based on not because things are going well, not because things are looking up, not because you got hella money, not because everything seems perfect, but just happy. Just because, just happy to be alive, just happy to be here, just happy to be moving, just happy to have a home, just happy to have, a toothbrush, shit. I don't know. I feel like for some of you, your brain right now and your emotions right now are so clouded with the things that went wrong. It's like it feels so clear to me that what you want is just to be happy, just be in a happy space. Whether you're alone or not, whether you're working with a business partner or not, you just want to be happy and feel emotion fulfilled on your own in all things that you do. And there's been a struggle with that because with that Seven of Cups, there's this essence of you guys not really knowing what to do, not really knowing how to move forward. But again, taking the time out and really sitting in this energy and not drinking it away, smoking it away, fucking it away, you know, really taking on that Cobra energy of going deep within and finding your inner wisdom and pausing first, right? Pause. That is going to make you actually feel more powerful in the outcome with this Emperor. Now, what's around you? You've got Six of Cups energy. This could be soulmate energy. This could be energy, you know, 6 is the perfect balance number. It's familiar energy, right? It's Six of Cups is like, we've been here before. Now, this could be having something to do with a relationship, like I said, especially if you guys were dealing with an Aries person with this Emperor or any kind of fire sign. But I feel like around you, someone may be coming back. And that's how Mercury retrograde kind of works. And we are in that. So I wouldn't be surprised. Someone may be trying to come back with a little bit of communication. Or even like you might bump into them at the store or something. I don't know what I'm saying that. Literally, I don't know. I'm thinking like bumping into them while you're like smelling flowers. I literally pictured Trader Joe's and how they have the flowers in the front. And here you are minding your business and you're like smelling the flowers. And then you turn around and it's like, oh, this X. I don't know. It's not for everybody, but you know. But there could be someone from the past definitely trying to come back and revisit something. I think it feels like you, well, I'm gonna clarify it. But above this Six of Cups, you have the Six of Swords in your headspace, which indicates moving away, right? Literally moving away. Some of you guys may be moving. Some of you guys may be planning a move that you're having to do. Some of you guys may be planning something. But Six of Swords is really about moving away from troubles, moving away from the turbulence to find where things are peaceful and clear. And I feel like that's what you guys are trying to do. Where you've been stuck in your head and stuck in your feelings and feeling bad about things, it's like, I just want things to be easier, right? Again, going back to that Nine of Cups, I just wanted my Nine of Cups. I just want to be happy independently. If that's what it's going to be, fine. I just want to be happy though. This shit is too much. Now, if this has to do with a relationship, I feel like you might be walking away from this person, like altogether, like fully like being done, or they're moving away from you, but really you moving away from them. Just because even if there was real love there, it's heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy. Yeah. And then that leaves us in the final, we've got the Nine of Wands. This is an energy of going through stuff, fighting some battles, getting your head banged up a little bit, getting hurt a little bit. But the 9 is beautiful because he's still able to fight. He's still sitting there with his wand. Like, he still will get you. You know what I mean? So that's really important, right? Things move on. You know, things go forward. Bad things happen to all of us, but things move on and things are changing every day. And it's important to keep that mentality this month. And again, be really easy on yourself, but have compassion for the things that have compassion. Look at things from a different perspective to gain knowledge so that you can move forward and feel powerful in that. Now, the Tower. Show me why Pisces got the Tower in the past. Prince of Cups. So this could be having to do with a love situation. Now, Prince of Cups, that is comparable to the Knight of Cups in the original deck. So, something, look, bottom of the deck, you guys got Three of Swords again. So Three of Swords, and you have Three of Swords at the bottom of this deck. Some of you, this Tower has to do with a relationship gone bad. Could have been heartbreak, could have been deception there, could have found out some shit about you, or you found out about them. It could go vice versa. It could be a water sign or someone with water in their chart, but it just really, to me, feels more like that's a love situation for many of you. And that bringing us to right now the Five of Cups, which is why it's got you in your feels about it. What does Seven of Cups have to do with Pisces? Death. So something needs to end and something is ending. But I feel like it's important that you need to let this thing end before you go off trying to look for the next best thing, right? And again, going back to those of you who need to sit in the pain over a loss, instead of trying to cover it up and make yourself so busy, with your different vices or whatever, that's going to be important. That's going to be really important for you this month. The death comes, and when the death comes, it's interesting. You got the death and the tower in this spread. Aquarius also got the death and the tower in their love reading. Please watch that reading. It might really resonate with you. But the death comes, and it's no mystery. It's not sporadic like the tower. We see it coming. So, but that doesn't make it any less hurtful, right? But definitely there's big transformations happening. And I feel like in this uncomfortable space that you're in of feeling lonely and a little bit confused, maybe, you guys are reaching and searching for other things to kind of fill that void. But it's going to be important that you keep your head clear and out of the clouds and give yourself the time to really heal. Because if you move too fast, whenever you're in that kind of energy and you see 7 cups, everything looks like a good option, but everything is not a good option, right? Everything looks realistic, but everything's not, okay? So be mindful of that. Now, with the Emperor, you guys got Justice. So, if you've been hurt by someone, I feel like you will be getting your justice in this situation. If you've hurt someone else, they will be getting theirs. And maybe that's why some of you guys are feeling bad if you were the person kind of dealing out the bullshit. The Justice, what I actually love the Justice card in this deck, right? Because she's holding her heart and her brain. It indicates that there needs to be both balance, right? This situation is going to call for you to use both, right? This isn't a situation that you could just logically think your way out of. And this isn't a situation that you could just go full force with your heart. There needs to be both, and take control with that balance, right? There needs to be that understanding on a logical level and on a spiritual level, okay? Now, 6 of Cups. Why did Pisces get 6 of Cups? The Lovers. Yes. So this could be really someone from the past. Could be a Gemini, or someone with Gemini in their chart. So there is someone from the past who's trying to come back, or you guys are having exchange of words, right? And it could be the person that this tower happened over. I do feel like there might be an offer extended or a message of love extended. At the bottom of the deck, we got that Princess of Cups. This is not even supposed to be love reading, but it's all these cups. It feels very love. But the bottom line is there's an opportunity from the past that you felt really connected to that will show itself again. Now, that could be with work or with your loving relationships. Because, like, let's say there was a promotion that maybe you passed up, or something happened, somebody else got it, and then, like, maybe an opportunity for the same type of thing, but in a different area or something pops up, and that is a possibility too. But the great thing about that is you guys in the near future, you guys are showing up as the Emperor energy. So if it does have something to do with work, I feel like you guys will totally be dominating that, right? Now, what is Pisces thinking about moving away from? Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands. You're trying to move, and you're trying to move quick, right? Four of Pentacles. Some of you, you're trying to move away from this feeling of lack, right? Feeling of everything being tight. Some of you guys are trying to move away from being so guarded as well with this Four of Pentacles. Because Four of Pentacles, you know, it's an energy of hanging on so fucking tight to the things that we have around us because we think we're gonna lose them, whether they be money, our relationships, our family members. I really feel like you guys are trying to let down certain walls so that you can move forward and be happy. And I feel like you guys are trying to move it fast, but maybe there's a little bit of frustration in that because I feel like you guys just want to hurry up and feel better. For those of you who are feeling like this or feeling confused and feeling, you know, a little anxious, I feel like you just want to hurry up and feel better. But I think what's going to really be key in that is, again, changing your thoughts, right? Because swords are still thoughts. So with that Six of Swords, he's moving away from the troubled thoughts and developing better ones, right? Now, Nine of Wands. Six of Cups. So some of you, even though you're walking away from something, or you have walked away from something, or something walked away from you, an opportunity missed you, something like that, it's something that you think about, and you often think about it, right? It's almost like, damn, I should have did this, or I should have did that. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. You know, we learn from everything, and nothing is a mistake. Nothing is done by accident, really. Like, I know sometimes it feels like it, and sometimes, yes, in a way it is, but nothing is by accident. Pisces, it's just going to be really important that this month, you guys are keeping your vibes high, and instead of focusing on the things that have hurt you or made you feel left out, or focusing on the things that you've done to hurt somebody else, it's going to be really important for you to go within, right? Really, really important to go within, because things are really changing. You're in the middle of this transformation, and I know it's uncomfortable, but this needed to happen. Now, you guys got severed vows of poverty. It says, Dear one, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made, consciously or unconsciously, in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of those vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. So yes, separating yourself from vows of lack and feeling like you're not good enough, or feeling like you're just a fuck up, or feeling like everything's going to be messed up now. Everything's not going to be messed up now. You have the Nine of Wands. That is the completion of a hard time. Like, that's getting over the hard time. You still have the ability to fight and move forward. And yes, things may linger. Feelings may linger over woulda, coulda, shoulda, what you could have had, what you should have done, where you should have been. But things move on, and everything happens for a reason. And if something didn't work out for you in the past, it was not supposed to. And I know that we hate to say that, and that sounds or hear that, and that sounds so cliche and fucked up. But I'm not saying it to be fucked up. I'm just saying I'd be saying that to myself. That's just what it is. Find the lessons and the blessings in this situation so that you're able to take on a better perspective and move on with that Emperor energy, and really take hold of your life instead of living by default and being sad all the time over all the things in the past that didn't work out. It doesn't matter. It's over now. Okay? So please check out your love reading. I've got that coming up next. And I appreciate all of you. I love you. And I will see you next time.